Hey guys, it's your boy Nico here from the Small Axe Podcast. I want to show you how to use your small axe to build a lasting empire. You see, not everybody begins their investing career with millions of dollars, a huge network of investors, or the knowledge necessary to become successful in this space, and that's okay. What I focus on here on this podcast is helping you hone your skills, sharpen your tools to become the best investor that you can be. Now, I want you to sit back, relax, and enjoy this show. If you have any questions or you want to reach out to me or the guest, feel free to do so. Love you guys. Well, okay, Small Axe community, Happy New Year, happy and healthy 12 months and beyond to you and your wonderful family, your loved ones, your inner circle, your peeps, your friends, your dogs, your cats, your animalitos, everything you got in your house. Happy New Year, guys. Let's start this year off right. I want you all to think as this year which is going to be the best year of your entire life, and setting the foundation for how your life is going to go moving forward. Now, today is a surprise for you. I have just me, myself, and moi, on here for today's podcast, and I want to share a little bit of information for you guys. My goal today is to provide some value. And in order for me to provide value to you, I really have to know what you want and what you like and what you need. So a few things I request that you sign up, go to my website, www.smalaxecommunities.com, sign up for my newsletter, or sign up to get to be a participant in my coaching course. You can do that all on my website if you go to smalaxecommunities.com, and you can even just find my email there, my phone number, and you can reach out to me and DM me on any other social media platform as well, and I'll respond to you. But I need to know what you need in order to help you guys out, and that is my goal, to provide some sort of value. I'm not looking for anything in return. I'm just looking to be your go-to person. If you have questions, if you have doubts, if you need inspiration, if you need an uplift, and if you need somebody to high five or hug, I am here for you. All right, Small Axe community, let's rock and roll. So I wanted to talk a little bit today, first with a little bit of a foundation of who I am, what Small Axe community is. I'm a school teacher, guys, 20 years as a school teacher, and I am buying apartment buildings. I have a goal set for myself to retire within 5 to 10 years. You can do the same, but you need to get moving, and it's not something that's going to happen overnight, okay? I started my real estate investing career, I guess, in 2012 with a small piece of land that I bought in Nicaragua, which was going to be a surf house. I built a house on it and then sold it in 2020. That was my real first go at real estate, and that's it. I tried to purchase a couple duplexes. I fell flat. It didn't happen. New York is extremely expensive for it. I then joined the Jake and Gino community in 2019 with the hopes of learning how to syndicate deals, and that's what I've been focusing on ever since 2019. And here we are 4 years later, and I am doing it, making it happen. I'm going to tell you that it is not without stress, not without anguish and pain and suffering and loss. However, buried within all that is joy and purity and knowledge, knowing that for the next 10 plus years, 5 to 10 years rather, and thereafter, I can become financially free. My goal is to become financially free, retire when I want to retire, do what I want to do with who I want to do it, when I want to do it, with no limitations. And in order for me to do that, the vehicle for me to get there is real estate. And you're listening to this podcast, which likely means your vehicle is real estate as well. Now, whether you are a beginner investor, just starting off your journey, or you're median, you're an intermediate investor and you're looking to scale up, or you have already scaled and you're looking to build a bigger network and perhaps jump in a deal with me as a co-sponsor, or have me co-sponsor a deal with you, or you're looking for something from me, I'm here to provide it for you. That's my goal. My objective is to be a giver, a go-giver for those of you in the real estate industry looking to do the same, to find financial freedom and exit the W-2. So I intend on embodying what my brand is, the Small Axe. Okay, if you're not familiar with Bob Marley's Small Axe, look it up. There's a history behind that, and it's a little medley of Bob Marley's Small Axe and Abraham Lincoln's Sharpen the Axe or Sharpen the Saw. Okay, so I believe it only takes a small axe to build a lasting empire. But how do you build that empire? You have to sharpen that axe. Okay. So we're not all given everything in this world. We have to fight and climb and reach for higher and higher goals and achieve those goals using whatever means we have. And if you're working with a small axe like I am, a school teacher, okay, you can do it. You can make it happen, but you got to sharpen that axe. And how are you going to do it? Education. So the first thing I need to talk to you about today is education. Education is paramount to success in any field, and how you educate yourself is going to be up to you. Some people like the traditional route of going to college, studying, reading books, whatever means of education you find best or you learn best through, do it. Educate yourself as much as possible and consistently, and always be educating. Number two, and I can offer a million or a variety of different methods for you guys to educate, but you should really pick your own. Let's say podcasting, listening to podcasts rather, listening to audiobooks or reading books, going on YouTube and watching videos, um, reading articles and different things written on the internet, or or just different media sources, like perhaps some sort of data conglomerate and data aggregate page or company. Okay, so there's so many different ways that you can educate yourself. Uh, you can even get a coach or a mentor, whatever. You figure it out, but you have to be consistently educating yourself if you want to improve. And that never stops. Education is forever. Okay. Number two, network. You need to always be networking, meaning reaching out to people, finding new people to interact with, offer some sort of value to people, always be offering value and sharing ideas and thoughts and your goals and your dreams and aspirations, so that in some or at some point, those people that you are connecting with and networking with will provide you with what you need. And also, through a lot of networking, it helps filter out people that you don't want to be partners with, or don't want to interact with, or don't want to communicate with, and kind of single out those that you really do want to be involved with. So networking is imperative. And the last thing that you're going to need is deal flow. So education, networking, deal flow are three constants if you are looking to be a successful multifamily real estate investor. And deal flow is going to be, you can figure out how to do it on your own, but I can give you a few suggestions here. Broker relations are the main way you're going to find deals. Subscribe to different websites like LoopNet and Crexy. Everybody knows that LoopNet is where deals go to die. However, you might be able to find something there, especially in today's market. Go to talk to realtors and brokers, and just always be going to networking events to find leads as well. If you're going to masterminds or meetup groups or in person or virtual, people have deals on, and sometimes we'll present them. You can find them that way. You can find them on you can find deals on different channels and mediums like Facebook groups, Facebook channels, Slack channels, things like that. You can find wholesalers that do the same way, who will give you access to their leads. And you can do cold calling and seller outreach on your own. So there's a lot of ways that you can keep the deal flow coming. I highly recommend, though, that you focus on one particular area, one particular market, whether you be a brand new investor or a seasoned investor. And the reason I say that is you need to focus on one particular market so that you have a lock on that market. You know exactly what's going on, and you can make the best decisions possible in that particular market. If you're too scattered, you're not going to be the top player in that market. Just take a look at like the top players in any industry. And for me, this hit home when I was listening one day to a call of one of my mentors, and he was telling me everything that he does and how he keeps a finger on the pulse in his market. And I said, oh my God, if I was up against this guy, and he's just one player in a market, if I was up against this guy, I would have no chance of winning a deal, especially if I'm looking at multiple markets. I can never be as competitive and precise and on top of things and have my finger on the pulse as he does. So when you have deal flow in one particular market and you're studying that market so intricately, and you travel there or you live there, this is how you're going to become a master of that market. And I don't think that you should leave that market. Other people say, oh yeah, look in a variety of markets. Maybe, but if your strategy is to win deals on your own and get deals under contract on your own. You need to master that market, hands down. Now, if you're looking the other route and looking to be a co-sponsor, right, and jump into somebody's deal that you trust and know, like, and trust as an operator that's going to crush it, then you can look at a multitude of markets, and that's totally fine. But I'm speaking to the small axers out there, people who don't have much money and are looking to get into a deal either by finding the deal and getting it under contract, or by bringing some sort of network and something else to the table. So, three things that are constant this year I want you to focus on: education. Always be educating yourself, never slack off. Every single day, do something to learn a little bit more about what you want to be excellent at. Networking. Every single day, every single week, you should be jumping on calls with people, attending masterminds, watching people's webinars, um, communicating with people on social media, reaching out to people, creating newsletters and interacting with people that way, creating content and interacting with people that way on all different social media platforms if you can handle it. But always be networking this year. Have at least, maybe you want to set a goal for yourself. Have at least one call a week. You can do it during your lunch. You can set the hours that you want. My favorite tool for that is calendly.com. I know a lot of you already have it. If you don't have it, set up a Calendly account. Have people set it up to where you're taking calls twice or three times a week during your lunch break. I do it every single day during my lunch break. Have people book calls with you, and be aggressive with it. Say, hey, look, I want to jump on a call with you. And your calls are going to stink at first, and you're not going to be excellent at it, and that's totally fine. Um, and if you're a seasoned investor, then you need to continue this process as well. So you might be great at it, but continue having calls with people daily, weekly, if at the very least every couple of weeks. I don't think you should be talking to less than one person every 2 weeks, getting them into your investor funnel, into your pipeline, or at least into your network of people that you can talk with. When we're talking about networking, it can be with brokers, it could be with insurance agents, it should be with lenders as well, right? You want to talk to all these different types of people: attorneys, inspectors, people that you're going to need to be on your team for closing deals. You want to talk to people with high net worth. They're going to be your KPs, or key principals, on your deal. And make sure you label them. And you can I have a Rolodex that I use that I just kind of invented. It's simple, basic, but it's online, and it's on Asana. I created a Rolodex of different categories of people that I can reach out to, and do reach out to frequently, to create my little foundation of people that I need around me. It's becoming bigger, this Rolodex. And then I have an investor pipeline as well, where I keep putting people into my investor pipeline. Whether they invest or not is irrelevant. I'm just kind of building that pipeline up so that eventually I can shoot out content to them as needed, and basically on a monthly basis through my newsletter. And I can also shoot out to them a request to invest in a deal. So make sure you have an investor pipeline as well. For my CRM, or if you want to call it a CRM, it's not really. I use my mail outreach is Active Campaign. I also have used MailChimp in the past. I like both of them. I wouldn't knock either of them. I think they're both great to send out monthly updates on what you're doing. It's a great idea. So if you need help with learning how to do monthly updates and investor updates, or newsletters, or anything that you want to share with your investors to kind of educate them on, and posture yourself up to be the go-to operator, reach out to me and I'll help you with that. So that's networking. And the final piece is deal flow. So make sure that you're always talking to brokers, always looking for new deals, and always underwriting deals. And this leads me into my final point for today, where everybody that I speak to seems to have the desire to get better at underwriting. And I can offer you guys a quick 1 minute evaluation process, or 1 minute pass or go process for vetting a deal. It's so simple. I can do that. Just you know what? I'll share it with you right now. It's real simple. All you need is a rent roll. Essentially, you take the rent roll, how they're currently operating, and you take, let's say it's the monthly income of, let's call it $10,000 a month. You multiply that by 12. So you look at the actual rent roll. Okay, they're getting $10,000 a month today. You multiply that by 12. It's $120,000 a year. Divide that by 2. We can assume around a 50% expense ratio. And then we divide that number. So we're at 60,000 right now. We divide that $60,000 number by the cap rate. And if you're not familiar with a cap rate or capitalization rate, it's essentially the NOI divided by the purchase price. If you're not familiar with a cap rate in the area, just place a cap rate on it for now. Um, to play it safe, I would say 6%, a six cap. So let's say $60,000 divided by 0.06, which is a six cap, will give you a valuation of $1 million. So that's a quick, really quick way. It takes me 10 seconds to 30 seconds max to get a general idea of whether or not I want to pursue a property. But obviously, please don't just stop there, because there are properties that are, you know, occupied at 70% or 50%, right? And there's a value add component there. However, if you just want to get a quick idea of whether or not these people are way off in value, um, what you want to do is do that quick little income approach where you say, all right, they're going to be getting $10,000 a month. Multiply that by 12, divide that by 2 to get $60,000, divide that by the cap rate of 6%, let's say a 6% cap rate. So it's $60,000 divided by 0.06 to get the valuation of $1 million. If they're asking $3 million, tell them heck no and walk away. All right. So let's talk a little bit more about underwriting. And I finally have my own proprietary underwriting tool. I will give it away for free. At this point, I'm giving it away for free as I'm still editing it to get it to its final stage. This is version 3 at this point. I need like a few more iterations of it before I finalize it and sell it. I will be selling it. But if you want it for free, go to my website right now, smallactscommunities.com, and subscribe to my newsletter, fill out the forms on the website, and shoot me a DM. Say, hey, look, I filled it out, and I will send you a free underwriting tool, guys. It is comprehensive, works excellent, a beautiful underwriting tool that'll help you analyze any multifamily property deal from 5 units or 1 unit, let's say, to 300 plus units. It can do all that. It can show you how to do JV opportunities as well as syndications. Talk about all the different major return metrics that people need and look for. Equity multiple, IRR, cash on cash, average annual return, etc. So it's got it all. If you want a free analyzing tool to start underwriting and analyzing your own deals, reach out to me. And here's another way you can get it. If you go to my Apple Podcasts on this website and rate and review me and send me a DM via Facebook or Instagram with that snapshot of you who rated and reviewed me, I will then send you my free multifamily analyzing tool. Screw it. Let's do it like that too. All right. So sign up for anything for a newsletter on my website. Then email me and tell me that you did it, or rate and review this podcast, send me a screenshot, and I will send you a free multifamily analyzing tool. I haven't seen anything under $100, so I'm giving it to you for free for now, because I will be charging. So for underwriting deals, it's extremely important to know the market and to know what you're punching in. So know the market, know the area, know the cap rates, know the vintage of the property, know the classes, et cetera. You need to know all of that. I can help you with that as well, but you got to reach out to me. There's not enough time on this podcast to cover all that. I'm just going to review quickly some steps that I go through when underwriting. Step 1, I create a folder on my desktop and I input in that folder I download the financials or the due diligence vault or whatever you get from your broker or the website where you found the deal. Put it all into that folder. Open it up, look at the rent roll, get the address, et cetera. Look at the OM and look at the T12. So you have a rent roll, a T12, and an OM. You get the address and you punch in that address into GeoMap to get the median income. You screenshot that median income, you put it in the folder as well. You then go to FEMA and you go and you punch in the address and you see if it sits in a flood zone, and you find what flood zone it's in. If it is in any, you download that as well, put it in the folder. You then go to spot crime and you check to see the crime in the area. You punch in the address and you see the crime. You take a screenshot of it, put it in the folder. You then go over to Rentometer and you get the average comps for rent in that area. Make it as specific as possible with having a decent amount of comps. download that, put it in the folder. Okay. Um, And the last thing that you're going to want to do right now is go to the tax assessor's website, and you're going to punch in the address. You're going to find all the tax information about it and the recent sales, and you download that. I screenshot the recent sales to keep them top of mind at all times, and I put it all in my folder. Okay, so now I have a lot of information in the folder, and then even if they offer a tax estimator on that website, I will download that and put it in the folder as well. If they offer a millage rate or some form of understanding how to calculate the taxes, I download that as well, put it in the folder. I have a lot of information in my folder right now, and then I open up my small axe underwriting tool, okay, and I start plugging in the information from the T12 and the rent roll. Okay, so very simple. Just get it done like that. It could take an hour tops. If you're not great at it, it'll take you 20 minutes if you are great at it. And within a few minutes, you'll understand if it's a good deal or not. But never, take it for face value, because if you really think that there is value to be added or value to be had, you can dive deeper. And that is for another conversation. But I'm going to wrap it up today. Okay, that is it for today, guys. Let's set this year off right. Let's understand that we need to be doing things constantly this entire year. If you're going to set a New Year's resolution, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. But know that you need discipline. You need the discipline to finish off this year strong. And every year coming forward, you need to have the discipline to do the things that you need to do to get deals done. Okay, here we go. Education. You need to understand what you're doing. You need to learn more. Always be educating this year and beyond. Networking. You always need to be talking to people, because you never know who's going to be an investor for you, a partner, pass you to somebody that you need to talk to, give you the best resources possible, save you money, give a good conversation, a good laugh, a friendship, network at all times. And then the last thing the last constant that you need to be doing is deal flow. Always be analyzing deals, create those folders, underwrite them so you understand what is going on in the market. You have your finger on the pulse, and have feedback and interactions with brokers, guys. You need to, share with them, hey, look, I'm at a $1 million offer price here. What do you think? And if they say, hey, yeah, that's a good, maybe you should pop in an offer, then you talk to them about what the best way to offer would be. Maybe they have an LOI template for you. Maybe they can share some advice on being more aggressive on terms if you can't move on price. So always be looking for deal flow, looking at deals, and save all that information. Make sure you're storing it somewhere, and continue looking for those deals. So from the bottom of my heart, from my family to your family, from my network, my community to your small axe community, let's make this year the best damn year ever. Let's get off on the right foot with education, networking, and deal flow. Let's crush the game. And by the way, guys, I got that from Bill Ham, but I believe in it and I love it. So Bill Ham, kudos to you. Education, networking, deal flow. Always be doing it. Maintain discipline to set aside time to do all three of those things every single day. And if you can't do it, totally fine. You're probably better fit for an LP position. No stress either way. I love you guys regardless. Make this year and every year after this the best year of your life. I love you. Reach out to me, guys. Please subscribe to my newsletter on smallactscommunities.com. Please leave a rating and a review on Apple Podcasts. Please sign up for my YouTube channel and reach out to me, and I will send you a free multifamily analyzing tool, guys. Epic before it becomes paid. All right. Love you guys. Have an awesome year. Let's kick some butt. All right. Hey, Small Axe community. I would like to say thank you for listening to another episode of my podcast, where we show you how to use your small axe to build a lasting empire. Now, if you liked what you heard, it would mean the world to me if you would subscribe, leave a 5-star rating, and write a review. Also, if you want to get in touch with me, go to my website at smallactscommunities.com. Book a call with me. And until the next episode, keep sharpening those axes.